Happy Moana month. Yes, hey cuties, Peachy here. Welcome back to a new video. And in this video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing all three of the brand new Moana live action movie dolls here by Mattel, going from cheapest, like middle of the road, to most expensive doll here, looking at the pros and cons and basically like which doll is the best one, which one should you get and is most worth her value. So this is gonna be so exciting, and stay tuned also for my eventual video ranking the new live action Moana doll with the other live action Disney princess dolls by various other companies released all throughout the past years. Okay, first up we have the packaging. So as you can see, the collector Moana here definitely has a unique packaging style. It's definitely much more different than the playline Moana dolls here, the singing version and the normal version. Yes, so the packaging here is essentially the exact same, just, you know, different doll. And then here's collector Moana. You can see that there's a lot of raised sections here that are like shiny. So I think the presentation here for collector Moana definitely is much nicer. It looks really good. Now turning the boxes around, we can see here on the back we have a very similar description for both playline Moana dolls. Same pictures of Pua and Hey. They look a bit dark. Like I feel like the images should be a bit brighter for these two characters because I can barely see them. And the only difference here is that for singing Moana, there's a couple of music notes. Now for collector Moana, we have the continuing design here with the raised portions. We have the logo, which is also raised. And then here is a bit of a description in different languages. Pause and read. And definitely, I think the collector Moana packaging just looks much sleeker. I also like how on the sides of the packaging, they continue this design right here of the pillars. And that does it for the packaging. And by the way, if you hear a fan in the background, I apologize, but it quite is too hot for me not to have it on. So I hope it's still bearable. But yeah, that does it for the packaging overall. I'm so excited. I do think it's gonna be very interesting seeing the comparisons of like a $15 doll. I believe she's like 26 or something because she sings, and then she's like 80 or something. So seeing the like different levels of quality and different price points and like what you get is going to be so interesting. But yeah, what do you think of the live action Moana dolls? Are you excited for the movie, and which of these do you think is your favorite just from seeing them in the box? But anyway, let's get these girls unboxed. So stay tuned, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member today. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support that channel that way. No pressure, and so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, starting off, we have the two playline Moana dolls, and I wanted to show them here side by side because I do think there's definitely a little bit of a skin tone difference here with these two. I feel like this one has more of like a red undertone, and she definitely has more of like a yellow undertone. Let me know if you see what I mean. But yeah, there's definitely like a little bit of a skin tone difference, and also the face greening I feel like looks a bit different, you know, like just slightly different. Just something about the two faces here, just it's a bit different. But aside from that, the hair length I would say is the same between the two. It's mainly just the way that the hair lays on this one that makes her look different. Like I feel like the way the hair frames her face makes her look different, and because here she's got she's got a flower in her hair, it kind of like poofs out a bit more. It kind of shows off more forehead. But the main difference here obviously is the outfits, and she sings and she does not. They both have the same exact necklace here. The outfit quality, I would say, is very comparable. It's basically the same level of quality. We do have a belt here for this Moana, which is the cheapest one out of all three here in this video. Like I mentioned, she has a beautiful pink flower here in her hair, which is removable. It's a hair clip. The detail on her belt, surprisingly, goes all the way around, which we love to see. And if you were curious, here is what she looks like without the belt. So it is just a one-piece dress. The little bit of fringe here, that's basically just the dress kind of like cut up. It's, yeah, it kind of like sticks up here this way to create the illusion, right? But this is all one piece. So that is worth noting. And also we do have the details here all the way around. They do have the fringe, you know, detail here also all the way around. But of course, you know, it's not really fringe. It's just the dress is cut in these rows. So, you know, they do get away with a little bit of a illusion here because it's really kind of bare minimum, but that's basically it when it comes to her dress. She also has these extra little like green leg, like ankle cuffs, which looks really cute. And when it comes to this Moana, I do think you will probably notice that this is the outfit she wears for most of the movie. So we've got her top here, which is separate from the skirt. The skirt does have this little wrapped around like sash, which is, you know, it is part of the skirt. It is not separate, but it does feel nice. It's a soft material. It at least is a separate piece. It's not printed on, which they sometimes do, but yeah, this is nice. And then we do have more of the same kind of illusion going on here with the fringe just being kind of like cut up into these lines. So yeah, basically similar tactics as you can see. This Moana does not have any leg accessories, and as you can see, she also has her oar. So the oar is exclusive to Singing Moana here. She comes with an accessory and she does not, just what you see here. So yeah, the oar is nice. It has this little detail right there, the hearts and you know, the oh my gosh, the hook for Maui. It's like very heavy. So yeah, really good accessory just because, you know, she's not articulated. She can't really hold it. Like it does have this little slot here for the hand to go through, but like, as you can see, once you do have it through, it's like, there's no good way to pose her holding this. So yeah, but that's really it when it comes to the two playline Moanas. I think they are very similar. You know, it really comes down to your preference in outfit and what you like more. The quality on the hair, the face screening, the necklaces even, and the outfit is the same. Like, you know, the main difference here is she has her oar, she has a flower, and she sings. So that's basically it. I wonder, which of these two do you prefer? And lastly, we have Collector Moana. She's expensive. I paid like around 80, I think, for her, but as you'll see, she is detailed. Like, she is really nice quality. So first of all, she has a certificate here of authenticity, which I did not expect. Usually they do these for like Mattel Creations releases, but yeah, this was not a Mattel Creations and we have a certificate. So yeah, it just says Mattel here. On the other side, we can see it says Disney Collector. And yeah, this certificate, this certifies that your Disney Collector Moana doll was created through the collaborative efforts of Disney and designers and artists at Mattel. So there you go. And this is the good type of COA because it's very thick. So yeah, nice to see. Her one accessory here is the conch or shell that she can actually hold because there is a little slot right there. But it doesn't stay the best. Like, it's not the most stable kind of thing. Like, it kind of just like, due to gravity, it kind of stays on her hand, but it's not really just the best mechanics. So yeah, but it's really nicely detailed. Like, this is definitely like a really nicely detailed shell. It almost looks realistic. So yeah, really cool. And this is a really cool thing. So she has a unique base for her stand. It is hollow, which is disappointing, but the rest is really impressive. So as you can see, it is colored all the way with red, and this actual like base on the front, like here, is kind of like, it has the texture of sand. It has the look of sand as well. So it kind of looks like she's literally standing on
sand. So, you know, it's not, obviously it's all glued down and it's like probably not real sand, but you know, it looks really realistic. So I have to say, really cool to see. Speaking of sand, I want to show you, first of all, her feet are covered in sand. Like, look at this. Let me zoom in here. She has sand covering her feet. Her entire sole here is covered in, like, that's so cute. I love that detail. Like, it actually feels like they care. Like, this is so cute. Like, I love this. And it doesn't come off. Like, it's like fully like sealed and it looks really authentic. Like, I have to say, this is my favorite detail about her. Moving up here, we do have a closer look at the skirt, which is actually a dress. So the details here on the fringe, this is actual fringe. Like, this is not just like paper. Like, this is not just like the skirt cut up into lines. Like, no, this is actual fringe. Like, this is a different texture. It's so fun, like, to see. And the red portion here, this is not printed on. This detail is actually like a different fabric, like stitched onto this dress. And the actual base of the dress, like, is really thick. Yes, there's even embroidery here, like full-on embroidery here, right there, with these flowers. And guess what? This, with the flowers, it goes all the way. Yeah. Okay, so I love to see that. Yes, please. Love to see all this embroidery here. Even the red here goes all the way around. The fringe goes all the way around. So I do think, like, the main reason why you're paying so much money for her is the skirt. Like, this is really nicely done. It has these like pleats, you know, it's like all scrunched up. And you'll see, because actually the main way how it's staying together here is her belt, which is separate. So as you can see, taking the belt off, there is no Velcro here on the dress. It's kind of like just an elastic right here that gathers it. And then if you pull it down, you can see that's it. Like, you know, sorry, sorry, Moana girl, but like, if you pull it down, this is basically just one piece, you know, you turn it around. This is what it looks like. You know, I'm not gonna remove it, but like, this is how it looks. It's all one piece. And then the top is definitely not as good. So as you can see, the top is plastic. It is like a molded piece in blue with some details in white. It looks good, but it's not fabric, it's plastic. So I do think they really poured all the budget here into this skirt. But yeah, the top suffered. It is separate, like you can remove it if you wish to do so, you know, so that's good. It is not actually like attached to her body forever, like, you know. But speaking of, we do have her belt, which is really also cool. So as you can see, oh my gosh, these things are falling apart. So there's the belt itself is like silver pearlescent white. It has all these little strings of like imitating fabric. So the beige ones are not fabric, those are plastic, but the red ones are actual fabric. So I love that. You know, these are actual fabric. So this is really soft. Love to see, but of course with the beige ones, they do come apart. So just be careful. I've already lost 2 and they're different, so I don't know where they go. But yeah, these are really nice overall. It's a really nice belt, I have to say. The fact that they were able to put the actual red as fabric and not mold it on plastic like with the other parts is impressive to me. Before I forget, I did want to mention that out of all the Moana dolls here in this video, she has the most articulation. I mean, at least, you know, that's great considering you're paying so much money. So she does have articulation at the elbows here, at the wrist, and at the knees. So we love to see, although I do think the range of articulation is a bit stiff, like shockingly stiff. Like usually Barbie articulation, Mattel articulation is a bit smooth and like there's a bit more give, but with this doll in particular, like there's really not that much movement. Like this is about it for the elbow, this is about it for the wrist, and for the knees it kind of does a 90-degree, but like, yeah, barely. So now going over her accessories, as you can see, she does have these 2 arm cuffs right here, which are identical. She has these upper arm bands as well, which are identical. And then she does have this necklace, which is really nice. It even has some painted details right there. And of course, how can we not mention the really elaborate headdress here, which is all one piece in molded plastic. I do like all the painted details here. It is really nicely done. I like this part right here and then the blue. And if you're wondering, the blonde kind of portion here, or light brown, is, I think, actually rooted into her head like normal hair, but it is mainly just this front portion, which is then pulled up into the headdress, as you can see. So other than this part, which is crimped, the rest of her hair is normal per se, like with the other dolls. It is the same shade of brown and kind of like wavy as well. It's just pulled back here into a ponytail. So yeah, that's kind of like how the entire hairstyle and hairdress are pulled off here in this doll. But that's basically it when it comes to collector Moana. I do think she is really detailed, definitely detailed, but is she worth like $80 US? To me, I feel like she's worth it, but I feel like even though the dress is so detailed, and she does have articulation, and the base is really nice and unique, and she has a shell, and you know, the rooting pattern is fun and the headdress is detailed. The top is plastic, you know, and I feel like the articulation could be better. And I don't know. I mean, she's good. Like, she really is, but maybe wait for a sale, because I don't think she's quite worth 80, maybe 60. But I can't deny that the quality is here when it comes to the skirt. Like, I feel like I haven't felt this level of thickness when it comes to fabric in a while. Like, her dress is so thick. Like, it feels really nice. All the texture details here are actual fabric details. They're not printed on details. And granted, like, these portions right here on the belt, they're plastic, but the red ones are fabric. So this is almost like the same one we see here. This is like the same fabric, I believe. And we've got embroidery. So like, there's definitely a lot to love here. And I do think if you want her, you should get her. Like, she is good. But like, if you're not sure, then probably just, yeah, wait for a sale, because I do think she's worth getting. And of course, again, like I mentioned, she's the only doll in this video to have actual articulation. But you know, she's, yeah, maybe more like a sale purchase. But you know, I do love that little sand on her feet. That's a really cute detail. And the base is really fun as well. So, and that does it for my unboxing review on all three of the new Disney live action Moana movie dolls. And surprisingly, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised with them, like quality wise. The face sculpt in the likeness of Catherine, who plays Moana, of course. I think it looks much better in person. You know, is it a perfect likeness? No, but I do see her, you know, it does resemble her. I do find it weird how with some of these, like, you can see a little bit of differences, right? With like the face screenings, like it's the same one, but it's almost like they're applied a little bit differently. And I almost feel like, I'm crazy, but like her skin tone is a bit more red than her skin tone. I feel like they have slightly different shades of skin tones, which is, again, like, let me know if you see what I mean. But overall, if you have to get only one and you have to pay like the cheapest, then obviously I feel like she is a good pick. She is the cheapest price point, you know, 15 bucks, I believe. She's really cute. Like, she has a flower, she has a belt, which is like painted all the way around, right? So she's really nice. She's even got these like leg cuffs. Like, she has surprisingly lots of details here. But if you can buy the singing version, I would actually recommend the singing version of Moana here, just because, for one, the outfit here is the signature kind of movie look, you know, that you're gonna see in Moana for most of the runtime. She also includes her little paddle here, the oar that she uses in the movie. You know, obviously she can't really hold it because she doesn't have articulation, but it still counts. You know, it's a kind of important part to Moana, and she sings. So, you know, I mean, it's to me, I don't really care if she sings or not, but yeah, she sings. I do feel like the fabrics here, this one feels a bit better. The skirt, you know, this is definitely better than this skirt. But quality wise, I mean, like the quality on the outfits is definitely the same, I would say, on these two dolls. I guess if you could pick, I would go with her. And collector Moana here, she's interesting. She's really expensive, but you do get a shell here that she can hold, and you do get like this really nice level of quality on her dress. The fabric is undeniably like really good. She's got actual embroidery here, the flowers, you know, that go all the way around. And she's got these like little rows of like details, like I'm not sure what to call them, but the red portions are actual fabric. These are plastic, but you know, like the top is plastic as well, but like the actual skirt is really nice. It feels like thick, and we've even got this like fringe here. Like, it's really well done. I also love the sand on her feet. So I feel like if you can afford collector Moana and you like this look, go for it. I do think she's worth it, but you know, obviously I feel like more people are just gonna wanna get one of these two Moana dolls. And like I said, I think if you would have to pick, I would go with singing Moana, but if you wanna spend the least amount possible, she's a good pick as well. So honestly, I feel like all the way around, they're good dolls. They're all good dolls. Honestly, I'm surprised. I am, because I thought they were not that amazing, but I think really, I'm glad I got them because they look so good. They're actually so cute. And I'm even more excited now for the movie. But what do you think about these dolls? Which one is your favorite? And are you excited for the movie? Let me know down below. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hype this video, cuties. Consider becoming a channel member. Link to join is down below if you're able to, of course, to support the channel that way. No pressure. And so you do not miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Thank you also to all my currently subscribed members. I see you and I appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time stay peachy. Kisses.